Oh, you gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. Even in a light work bar recap, you gonna get this work, man. Salute to everybody, whether you be a day one or a brand new, man. It's Mr. Check the Temperature. This show is called Temperature Check. Shout out my brother Deadass Talk. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Verb versus Kid Chaos, light work bar recap. And I'm convinced, man. I am convinced of this one thing, and we're going to get into that. But before we do, let me paint the picture. Let me do what I do. Let me do what I do that brought you here to the channel. So, URL light work. This is a closed tape battle. Closed tape battle. The battles pretty much take maybe a week or two before they actually drop on Caffeine. 90 seconds, 3-round battles. Not only do the battlers get paid for battling on the Light Work series, they also got $5,000 on the floor to the winner, voted on by the Caffeine voters. And I'm convinced. I am convinced. I'm convinced that the goalpost in battle rap is moving yet again. Even with Justin Tucker from the Baltimore Ravens, I cannot kick this field goal. You know why? Because the goalpost keeps moving. It's like going to Chuck E. Cheese. It's like going to Chuck E. Cheese and you playing one of them tricked bootleg ass games that you know you ain't gonna never win no tokens, never win no tickets, never win no prizes on, but you play anyway. Goalpost is moving yet again. I thought fundamentally when it came to battle rap, one of the biggest things you had to do is get through your material cleanly. If both battlers' material is average, if both battle rappers' material is average, and someone slips, blips, chokes, stumbles, what have you, that is to be counted against said battler. But I'm convinced that the goalpost has yet again moved. Now, again, so let me paint this picture before I get into some of these bars for this URL light work recap. So the battle drops on the Caffeine app. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, I ain't even see it when it came out. But I did go to my Twitter. Twitter is in an uproar. Twitter is in an upheaval. It is going down in the spaces. Why? Why is it going down? Because footage shows Verb and not first round, not first and second round, but first round, second round, third round. Major chokes, stumbles. This is not the Verb we are accustomed to seeing. This is not the Verb we are accustomed to seeing, but it's the one that showed up on camera. So fundamentally, if you said the material was even, dead even, Kid Chaos' ability to get through his 3 rounds of materials cleanly with no slips, no blips, no stumbles, no chokes, anything of that nature, gives him the win. But I'm convinced. I am convinced. Y'all hate Kid Chaos, man. Just say it. You know it. I know it. At this point, Kid Chaos damn sure know it. The battle rap community ain't got no love for Kid Chaos because he got through all of his material clean, and yet on the Caffeine votes, he still lost the battle. Wow. Wow. I am convinced. I am convinced, man, that y'all don't like Kid Chaos. I just am. Now, was I surprised that Verb won the battle? No, because I actually picked Verb to win the battle when it initially dropped. Why? My theory was this. He's been around for 13, 14 years. We're used to his presentation. We're used to his lyricisms. We're used to hearing a common voice in the room. I felt like Verb has been able to kind of like update himself, update his presentation, update his delivery, giving the fans what they want in 2022. I felt like he's been able to do that. So I felt like Verb will win this battle off first watch. I did not know that apparently Verb, you know what I'm saying, Verb said he was sick. I'm not going to lie to you. To me, he looked sick. He looked the part. The energy wasn't there in the battle. He looked like he had been sweating. I knew something was wrong with Verb when he didn't do one thing he does since he has had his dreads. When he didn't take down the ponytail, start shaking dreads when he was rapping, I knew then he was not feeling good. But you are what your performance says you are. So I don't understand how Verb ended up winning this battle. Or do I? So again, like I said, these battles are recorded. So what ended up happening, once the battles actually happened in the caffeine closed setting, the battlers that were there, everybody that was there, took to Twitter for updates, took to Twitter to talk about the battle, recap the battle in the spaces, and they said Kid Chaos 30 Verb when the battle happened. 30. So how did you go from a 30 Kid Chaos to losing the battle on caffeine? I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how. Now, a lot of people have been condemning Kid Chaos for talking his ish after the battle because what it created when everyone was saying that he 30 Verb, the anticipation is we're going to see a death on camera. And I watched the Tale of Two Coins. You had one side of coin. Kid Chaos, again, doing what he's supposed to be doing, promoting the battle, marketing his win, what he felt like was his win, probably the biggest win in his career. Because again, Verb is Mount Rushmore. We don't take anything away from that. He's doing that in the spaces, but the problem was everybody else was doing it too. Everyone else was adding their own sauce on it. So think about multiple spaces. The Twitter is like the Twitter is like taking a lunch break from work. That's where the community gathers to talk about. We do a water cooler talk. How you doing? How you doing? What happened in your weekend? What happened in your weekend? Everybody's talking about Verb getting dogged. That was what the conversation was all last week. Verb remained quiet. He let Kid Chaos, he let Kid Chaos support system set the stage for the battle. Set the stage for the battle. Verb, you a vet, my boy. You a vet. Your wits. Great marketability. He said nothing. He said nothing. So again, what have I always told you guys? When there is a huge discrepancy going into the battle. So again, this particular battle, we heard that Verb got 30 all week long. So we're going into the battle looking for that 30. But guess what happened? URL editing team is amazing. Amazing. They deserve an applause. They were able to make that battle watchable. Between the edits and everything else that was going on. The battle's actually watchable. And when the battle comes out, you get what you get. And at the end of the day, Kid Chaos lost the battle. I don't know how Kid Chaos lost the battle, but Kid Chaos lost the battle. Now, to Verb's credit, Verb not jacking the win. He not, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he's going to talk his ish the first couple of days once the battle drops. Because, again, he just heard a week of everybody saying he lost, he got bombed on, this and that. He got drugged, he trashed, this and that. So, of course, he's going to, you know what I'm saying, do his thing, go on his, what do we call it? He's going to go on his victory tour. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go on a victory tour, go on to spaces, wild out on Kid Chaos, wild out on Swamp, wild out on anybody that was saying anything bad about that battle. Because, again, when it comes to the caffeine era, we have always gone off them caffeine votes, and caffeine votes had Verb winning this battle. But let's get into these bars, man. It was on Kid Chaos in the first. He says, I raise beams while they scream that light work can't stop for crowd reaction. That's fire. Loved it. Nigga, you ain't a clown after Kid. You ain't it. You just a symptom of a bad diet. You ain't fire. Shit's loud as a pep rally, and I'm knocking out the teacher. Do. Sound like I'm falling down the bleachers? Come on, sir. Bombing. Let's go, Kid Chaos. On Verb in the first. He said, this is going to be hard writing rookie like Draymond. liked it. You gonna walk who? I got war wounds you can walk through. Natural killers never had 9 niggas that get talked to. That's fuck. Hey, man. Verb be rapping. Verb be rapping. But I had him winning this. Okay, whatever. He said, nigga, I don't need angles. My line's straight. You don't know who you talking to, do you? Like a blind date. Gotta really stretch you pussy. You don't lie. Y'all, you don't die. Y'all dilate. So again, I think for me, this was the closest round. I love Verb material, man. I got war rooms you can walk through. That is filthy. Kid Chaos, it's on you in a second, my boy. He said, this nigga love to say he can rap. Like you some great. And that's cap. You are 1 in 8 on the app. Fire. I like that. I like the jokes. Kid Chaos know what he's doing. He said, you got all this shit to say about women and you ain't beat one in battle rap yet? You knew it was coming. Verb, you knew he was about to say it because that's always been my question. How the guy from the Arcs bending over backwards to get cracked and he have back-to-back deaths? Your only win was getting away from immigration. You only borderline beat ICE. That's fire. Fire. You know what I'm saying? Verb got himself together, you know what I'm saying? Heard he was throwing up and things. We get to the second round. He said 90 seconds, let's shake. Taught him how to bobsled because I'm sliding straight out the gate. Your votes on this live action don't match my live stats. That's fire. 90 seconds, let's shake. Taught him how to bobsled because I'm sliding straight out the gate. Your votes on this live app don't match my live stats. You already knew that big dog talk was coming from Verb. Who I see one-sided slick Rick like an eye patch. Got the deposit, got a condo. You got yours just to get me with no fans in the front row. Fire. He talking to Key. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of these bars, he definitely talking. He said, thanks to Smack, all errors get bread, but ours, though, first in the league to ball like Lonzo. Extra 5 on the floor. That's me, chump. You gonna leave with what you came with. Like prenup. That's fine. I'm normally not locked in, formally topped in. Flooring a foreign with the 4 and the 4, her hot friends. Little nigga, you cannot hang out, attack the rim, shoot that floater, stay in your lane. Verb was talking, man. Verb was talking in this battle. We're not going to get past that like he wasn't. But again, for me, the slips, blitz, stumbles, I don't see how y'all had Kid Chaos winning this battle, but y'all are losing this battle. But y'all did. Kid Chaos in the third round. Niggas always want to act like they want to turn up till something up and turns. Fire. I did a whole bid and you couldn't make a movie in that sentence. F-Verb. Fire. Couldn't make a move in that sentence. He talking about being in jail, but you couldn't make a move in that sentence. F-Verb. Think about the English language. Just letting you know. He said, let's play this shit Call of Duty, a death game. A first-person shooter, the Let's Spray. I'm jumping it like I press A. That's fire. You see, I'm jumping it like I press A. He say, what the is he talking about? Big shots? Better calm that down. I'm not taking the time out talking to the crowd. No matter how hollow this sound, this shit's still part of my round. I just loved it. The pockets that Kid Chaos can get into is crazy. But I'm convinced y'all hate Kid Chaos. You like to argue and shout. Well, you be in the building long enough. Make room for remodeling now. Like this can't find his way out the building, so I'm walking him down. Fire. Come on, son. Whole house scheme he got going. Kid Chaos is one of them ones. Y'all got to stop hating on Kid Chaos. What was crazy about this third round, because again, Kid Chaos had a Call of Duty in his third round. Verb also had a Call of Duty reference in his third round. Call of Duty is y'all game, old school. I come from Contra. Extinction hanging out the chop like an anaconda. I can talk to you however I want because I'm accomplished. I get that, but you kind of said that in the second round, respectfully. You don't give us that hood feel. Flip on the mattress, no moments. Your deposit ain't one half of my installments. I did like you don't give us that hood feel. Flip on the mattress, no moments. Come on, that's fire. He say, take half of my courses, watch you double half of your courses. I make you average and look actually gorgeous. I slash victims like passionate portraits. I can't feel you without no pain. So what you wrote for me means nothing. These rounds of battle rap, I ain't even said your name. He went through the whole battle and never said Kid Chaos' name one time. That was fire. But again, I say I'm convinced y'all hate Kid Chaos because y'all have Verb winning this battle. But I did think that the battle was a decent battle. But like I said, the editing and stuff, obviously you take out the choke, slips, and stumbles, it looks different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think honestly this is gonna be one of the most debated preference-based battles of the year, because again, there's so many different angles you can take at this. You can say Verb material might have been better than Kid Chaos, but you can say Kid Chaos got it through his material clean. You can also say if you choke, you lose that round. And 3 chokes and 3 rounds mean you lost all 3 rounds, man. Kid Chaos won. Again, it's a lot of different angles y'all can take at this. Let me know in the comment section who y'all have winning. It was a fire battle. Salute to my dog Kid Chaos. Salute to my OG Verb. Y'all know who I am and what I does. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I damn sure ain't getting started. By now, you know.